People fall into 4 different groups. People who have never had much money and have never learned how to handle it well in the first group. 2. People who were born poor but become rich by making smart financial decisions. Next, people who got a lot of money as a gift but don't know what to do with it. And the 4th group is made up of people who inherited money and they put it in a good use. I think that a lot of people would like to be in the 4th group. At first, it seems like the easiest choice. Also, these people continue to get richer, making the gap between the rich and the rest of society even bigger. I'd like you to think about this. In the US, the top 1% earner own more than the third of all wealth. Normal people would say this is unfair, but people like me and you, who knows what it takes to make wealth, know that it's fair. But many people just call this inequity. People at the top keep getting richer, while people at the bottom only keep getting worse. From 1982 to 2016, this gap grew by more than 100%, making the other 99% unhappy and angry. But what causes this to happen? Well, the news has already told you the answer to that question. For one thing, they came from a good family with money, or they got lucky and won millions of dollars in the lottery or a court case, or even they just happened to be where they needed to be. They say that these people were born into wealthy family where the sky is always blue and fluffy unicorns run around freely in a garden. I think I know the answer to that question you asked, but you are already here watching this video. It means that you want to find more about the truth that said money is always moving around. It rarely stays at one place for any length of time. Like a river, money is always moving and full of life. Keep this example in your mind because it will come up more than once in this video. If a river empties into 100 bowls, the amount of water in each bowl should be the same. But you know the truth when it comes to money? One bowl gets more water than the other 99 bowls altogether. But if someone wants to know what's in the bowl, it might be magic. Or does it bring money to you like a magnet? In fact, it's only half right. If you stick around, you will find out why the rich always get the money and the bowl always gets the water. But before we go on, I'd really appreciate it if you could do me a huge favor and give this video a like, because it makes the video more likely to show up in YouTube's suggestions and helps promote it in general. If so, you have my deepest gratitude. So, let's find out the 3 most important rules of how money flows. It's good to want a society where everyone is equal and has the same chances, and nothing could be better than that. We know the truth though, even though a perfectly equal society sounds great, it is usually a very far goal and most likely is impossible. I think you've heard about 80-20 rule, but if you don't, it says that 80% of success comes from 20% of effort. For example, let's look at a business. Sometimes 20% of the best customers brings in 80% of the sales and income. This thing is true for everything in your life. Humanity have been the same for hundreds of years, from the ancient Egypt till now. A small group has always kept most of the wealth while the rest of people worked their whole lives to get it. Whether it was building a pyramid or working in someone else's business. You don't think this is fair, right? Well, it depends on how you look at the world. You might say the closing gap between the rich and poor is the way to make perfect and fair society. But this is not how the things works in this world. Mark Zuckerberg was a sophomore in college when he and a few friends started Facebook in his dorm room. After a few months, 1 million people had joined the site. Larry Page and Sergey Brin got the idea for Google in a garage. After only 6 years, the market value of the company was worth more than $25 billion. After another 2 years, it was worth $127 billion. We are now at the first truth that explains why the rich keep getting richer. Rich people have learned to accept that more money will always come to their way. It doesn't matter how much money you start with or where you come from. These things will not affect your ultimate destination. The first thing you need to do is to get rid of any biases or ideas you might have. Let's move on to the first reason. First reason, rich people save time to concentrate their effort on best positioning their bowls in the river. Rich people have to give up time-consuming things like gardening and cleaning the house and going to shop. Why do you think wealthy people hire housekeepers and gardeners, even though these things can be done by them? Because they don't make any money. Rich people can pay other people to do these jobs for them, so they have more time and they use it to do more useful things with it, like making more money, so their wealth grows. Rich people have known for a long time that time is money. Number 2, rich people have more assets that work for them. Even if someone has all the time in the world, they cannot do all the work by themselves. Rich people put their money into assets and put those assets to work. This could be thought as a one more ball to add to their river of money. Rich people use things like the stock market and real estate and index funds to make more money. These assets that brings in money will help them make more money and raise their net worth. Number 3, rich people invest in information. You need to know the right theory to make the best decisions, especially when investing your money is involved. The wealthiest people in the world recognize that acquiring knowledge and skills is the best way to grow their wealth. The poor are too tight with their cash to risk it there. Many people view this as a waste of resources that won't lead to any positive outcomes. You don't even have to spend tens of thousands of dollars on courses to learn how to use that information effectively. At the same time, you can find more than that at the internet without even spend a penny. People with wealth have figured out systems and routines for making the most of the data at their disposal. With more knowledge comes more profit. The more possibilities there are to learn new things by making new contacts, the more prosperous they become. Here are the 3 ways that the wealthy can build the sits. The first, save time and putting money into tangible assets, and the last, putting money into education. And by the end of this video, if you enjoy watching it, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any other videos I upload in this channel. Share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.